Welcome to Getting Started in QuickBooks Online. My name is Tracy. I'm with 1 Hour Bookkeeping and I'm an elite ProAdvisor. Today we're going to go over the online version, so let's get started. Lesson 4, Bank Reconciliations. You must start with selecting the first month to be reconciled that you want to start from. So if you're going to start from the beginning of your fiscal or calendar year, let's just say January, right? You want to start with your January statement. From the bank statement, you are going to enter your ending balances, check off all your items such as your income and expenses, and then in order to proceed, you'll need to come to zero. This is what balances you out. Under the gear is the admin tool, which again would carry the reconcile. You would select reconcile and the account you want to reconcile. It will show a beginning balance and you would put in the ending balance from your January bank statement if you started in January. And you put your ending date here and select Start Reconciling. When you reconcile in QuickBooks, it kind of takes everything by date, really date-driven system, and it takes all of it by date. You can sort it by any of these fields. You could sort all the payments together, all the deposits together. But what I want you to really come to is zero difference. If you come to zero difference, you'll take the finish now and it will save this. It will produce a report that you've reconciled these items, and you'll see by reconciling you're checking them off. The system's so smart that if you're using the bank feeds, it will check off all the items that came cleared from the bank. It saves me so much time going in and reconciling, making sure everything's checked off. As soon as you get good at it, you'll go in there to reconcile and you will automatically come to zero. All the other ones that aren't checked off, I wait till the end of year. If they're still not checked off, then I'll go through and void the other transactions because maybe they didn't cash, maybe they were written accidentally. But this will affect your balance. So with these items in here, it's saying you've taken them out of your checking account, but they haven't cleared yet. Reconciliations are kind of fun when you get actually your zero balance and you're happy and you're like, yay, I did it. It's not as hard as it used to be and not as cumbersome, and everything is kind of automated and moving with you. If you do everything right, it can make your job a lot less work. The fifth lesson is going over the reporting, and the reporting has 3 tabs up here: standard, custom report, and management report. You can select some favorites that you use, profit and loss, balance sheet, and AR. Most of these reports, such as audit log, comparison detail, just give you kind of more aspects of looking at your business. And you'll notice in here, as I set these up, I've just kind of grabbed them from here and put stars on them to bring them up to my favorites. So let's just go over a profit and loss, which is your income and expenses for a snapshot in time. And in this case, you'll see the profit and loss report from 1/1/23 to 6/30. And the way you want to see it is by totals only. You can also omit any zeros, active columns, and then you can compare it to different periods. So on a basic totals only profit and loss, you're going to see your income, your gross profit, your expenses, and then your net income. I can also, by selecting totals only, go to monthly, and it's going to then spread my income and expenses by, in this case, we did January through June, giving me a total here. Notice how this total matches my custom totals only report, right? There are a zillion different ways to run these reports, but the 2 main ones I use to show to owners, shareholders, are the profit and loss standard and the profit and loss by month. But really cool, you can do that from just one report. Balance sheet. Here's your other part of your financials, which are your assets and liabilities. So your assets are all things such as checking, savings. You can also have your accounts receivable, inventory assets, fixed assets. Then you come down to your liabilities, what you owe. So my current accounts payable, notes payable, and then you'll see an opening balance and the net income, which is coming from the profit and loss we just did. And these are the two main sheets that your bank shareholders all want to see, but we can also put it together in a really cool management report. And you could do a company overview, sales or expense overviews. It puts a really pretty, if you had your logo here, blue header stating here's your profit and loss and balance sheet, and they combine the reports together. You can add reports, cash flow it does for you. You can also do your budgeting. And then you can also view open invoices and unpaid bills. There are accounts receivable and accounts payable reports. It will give you all of your open invoices. In this case, I've got 1,167 out that people owe me. And in the unpaid bills, these are bills that I owe. I've got $1,602 in open bills, and it shows me the bills, anything past due, where they're at, and the date of the bill. So these two main reports I use to keep track and view my open invoices and unpaid bills. If you have someone that needs these reports to mark off the items they want paid, or your receivable person wants to know, when was the last time you spoke to them? Why aren't they paying? It's kind of a cheat sheet that you can print, write on there as you're trying to call for your receivables, and also hand off for management. Well, that was a pretty quick view of how to get started. It's really, one of those systems that can make your life a lot easier and take control of your finances.